We are actors of change but are also humans who need to navigate our thoughts and emotions. There are moments when we are down with negative thoughts. How do we navigate away from negative thinking and lean more on the side of optimism and positivity? Dr. Joe Dispenza, bestseller author, is known for his outstanding work on epigenetics and neurological science. He talks about how to create your world instead of living as the victim of circumstances. First, let's know the scientific facts. Number 1, 95% of who we are by the time we're 35 years old is a memorized set of behaviors working like a computer program. It means you had been doing the same thing for that long that your body mastered it so well. No wonder some say habits die hard. Number 2, 70% of the time, people live under stress and survival. If you are in survival mode, your creativity is suppressed because your goal is to survive. Once the event is over, you should be back to normal. Number 3, your creativity comes to life when your body thinks you are safe. Number 4, emotion is the product of a past experience. Your brain puts focus on intense experiences such as a traumatic event. It takes a snapshot of that event so that it will automatically put you in survival mode when there are triggers. So, how do we create our mood, temperament, and personality? When you had an unpleasant event and you keep on thinking about this for hours or days, it creates your mood. If you keep this going for weeks and months, it turns into your temperament. If you let it continue for years, it becomes your personality. The process from the simple mood to becoming a personality is called the refractory period. The longer it is, the harder it is to change. To avoid a personality that you do not want, you need to learn to shorten the refractory period by becoming aware of your emotional reactions. Next, the good stress and the stress that kills. The stress response is what the body innately does to return itself to order. All organisms handle short-term stress. But if it is turned on over a long period of time, you are headed to a disease. Think about what stresses you out almost every day. Is it your work, your colleague, your boss, your spouse, your in-laws? If that constant stress continues, be warned. It is scientifically proven that the constant activation of stress hormones causes long-term disease. I believe this is not a surprising information for most people. The question is, what will you do about it? Have a pause and think, are you creating the same life again and again? When you woke up this morning, what was the first thought you had? What thoughts filled your morning? If it is filled with your problems, then you are living in the past. Because your problems are memories of the past. You will suddenly feel stressed just remembering those problems. You will have the same rush of emotions you felt when the event happened. If you do this every day, 7 days a week, 365 days, you are establishing a familiar territory to your body. Your familiar past will sooner or later be your predictable future. Because your thoughts produce the same emotions. And your emotions will produce the same behavior. You're going to keep creating the same life? I know that. You may say. But why is change so hard? Where do I start? The hardest part in making a change is choosing something different from yesterday. It means your body is headed to an unfamiliar territory. Get ready because it will feel uncomfortable. Your body will do everything to go back to the familiar territory. Your body will start influencing the mind. If you respond to that thought as if it's true, that same thought will lead to the same choice, leading to the same behavior, which will create the same experience and produce the same emotion. How can you make the change? You have to be greater than your environment. The environment which triggers your thoughts. Your thoughts does not necessarily mean it is true. Remember, your thoughts trigger your emotions. The first step is you having an awareness of your thoughts, behaviors, and emotions and not letting those slip in your awareness each time. As you become aware, you are retiring your old self. To install the change, replace those thoughts with a mental picture of the change you want soon as you catch yourself thinking of the past. Do this enough times, your body will be conditioned with the change until it becomes a subconscious program. It will become your body's familiar territory. And the best part, you can now create a map to your future. The body does not know the difference between what you are experiencing in reality and in a 3D. You can begin to install the neurological hardware in your brain to look like the event has already occurred. This means that the moment you start feeling abundant and worthy, you generate wealth. The moment you feel empowered and feel it, you begin to step towards your success. The moment you start feeling whole, your healing begins. Your brain is no longer a record of the past. It's a map to the future. And if you keep priming it that way, the hardware becomes a software program. You now become the creator of your world. You can now say that my thinking and my feelings are changing the outcome of my life. That is the game we all want to play.